Hey YouTube. Well, this is our third drive of the day on FSDBeta 11.3.1 that came this morning. Heading out, we got about a 30-minute drive, mostly interstate, so this should be another great demonstration for FSDBeta. And I just tried to engage it and it said auto steer temporarily unavailable. I'll try it again, and there it goes. All right, so it's engaged, and I'm going back to my beta profile. All right, we do have an opposing car. Let's see what it's going to do with this guy. It's going aggressive. Go into the median. Is it going to wait? Yep, and it waited.
Amazing.
And it proceeded. Alberto's sitting right next to me, and he just said, amazing. So, it looks like we are going on 428. On 528. Let's see what it's been doing. See which lane it gets into. Exact same thing, isn't it?
But he's correct.
This is the one it wants, but it twice today it did that same little indecision point.
All right.
See how it does here. It didn't have a problem with this earlier, but he's getting the blinker and getting the right lane, doesn't it? And it
I have to speed up.
there it is. Twice. All right. So it seems to have this intersection down, with the exception of that stoplight, just a little bit, but. So, as far as impressions so far today, it's been pretty good. Had a couple little incidents on my second drive during lunchtime to where it didn't adequately slow down to stop for a car that was slowing down to turn off of the road. I had to disengage for that one, and if you hadn't seen that video, I recommend you check it out. It was pretty much in the middle of the video. It didn't look like it was going to stop, so I disengaged there. Kind of had a debatable yellow light incident where, you know, the fact that the NHTSA recall addresses yellow lights, you know, and needing to not go through a stale yellow, I kind of thought it was going to be a little bit more sensitive, but it kind of went for a yellow that it probably should have stopped for. But that's a very regional thing, you know, whether or not you go for yellow lights or that means stop. So it is 5:30 here in Orlando in the International Airport area. So I expect traffic to be high, and I'm just looking back behind me, and it looks like this merge is going to be pretty straightforward. I hope it uses the blinker. And there's the blinker. And right on over. This is the time of day you get to see how dirty my windshield is. Speed limit. I have it set for in my beta profile to not have an overage, but I can still scroll it up. And some people have asked, how much can you scroll it up? I can still go all the way to 85. If you notice, the speed limit sign on the right, when I have it set at 85, has got a little blue ring around it. And if I slow it down, looks like when I slow it to 80, it goes away. So I'm going to just bring it back down to about 60. See what it does here with this traffic here. It's going to make them merge, or it's just going to hold its ground. It looks like it's making it, it's held its ground. Changing into faster lane that time. But it put itself in an exit only lane. Wonder if it's going to realize that. It's got some distance here. It went right around it. Another good lane change. You notice the red's gone?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find the other things that are gone. There's a lot more that's missing, but it's kind of hard to remember.
Well, we're on the highway, so, and you have yellow now. It used to
The
be
yellow
everything
line.
gray.
Yeah. Yeah. But even off the highway, it still looks like this. So they took the red away in both city streets and highway. I wonder if it's going to camp behind this truck. I like this in the center.
Yeah.
It used to be down here in the lower left. That's definitely an improvement. Please pay attention to the road. I am looking at the road. Maybe I put my hand on my chin or something and it didn't like that. Monitoring the nag logic on new builds is always, gosh, this guy is really, he was on the line and the car kind of was biasing over. It's right at its speed limit, so it's just going to stay right next to him. If I bump it up 5, it'll get in front of him probably. I got my second one. I don't know what I'm getting these for. I don't think I'm not looking out the road.
Now we're gonna start getting more traffic. We're getting close to the turnpike.
Yeah. See how patient it is if it wants to keep jumping lanes. Yeah. I think it's going to be a little bit patient. That's my guess. I just hope it gets in the right lane.
Yeah, because the lane for the turnpike is gonna start in the curve, and the exit is way up there.
Yeah.
See, everybody's stopping in these 2 lanes now.
Wants to get over. Wants to get over.
It's getting over. And it's getting really.
I didn't like that. I don't.
Yes.
Too close to car ahead. It might have been slowing down, but it didn't feel like it. Did it to you?
No, it didn't. And those were stopping a little bit.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
changing lanes and needing to slow down at the same time. Now that is the deceleration I expected to feel right there, but it didn't do that. Interesting. So that feeling I had just there was very similar to the one I had at lunch, where it was behind a car, it was slowing down, but I just didn't feel
That he's gonna
that
stop at
it had the right distance. It was getting way too close to the car for my comfort level with the software, and for the way the car used to drive. It used to never get that close.
Yeah.
And the way it was doing 2 things at once, theoretically a car it should be able to do those things. Went around that little bumper a little bit, you know, multiple things at one time, but anyway, it's interesting. That'll be interesting to watch back. Do I need to be in that lane?
Yep.
I do.
It wants to go all the way in the front and just get in.
What's going to happen if it misses it? So here's
We can go to the I-4. It's not a problem.
Okay, here's a perfect example of these cars are over here waiting their turn, and the car is using the available lane, but it's got to be aggressive, and now it's got its blinker on. But this is where you got to find somebody nice or somebody else not paying attention to find a hole. And if you find a hole, you've got to kind of be aggressive.
There's a hole, but he's not going to be able.
Yeah, how much further is it going to go? I don't know. Now I'm just kind of being, a butthole. If I jump into one of these, everybody's going to be like, you butthole. But it's going to do it, isn't it?
Seems like it. It's not going to be able to enter code. Did it?
It freaking did it. Alberto is looking at me like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the asshole move. You driving all the way up to the interchange and then jumping in front of a truck, and there's somebody right behind me that did the same thing. So you can't say it didn't solve it.
Yeah.
And it actually was at a point, like if that truck hadn't had room, would it have stopped in the road or continued on and given up?
That's what I was waiting on to see. I thought it was going to continue.
Doesn't need to be using a blinker there in my mind, but is it wrong to use a blinker? I don't know. So what are we jumping into here? Traffic? Heavy traffic?
Right now you're jumping on the turnpike, so that's not going to be that heavy.
Not too bad? No.
There's going to be a lot of traffic, that's for sure, but not at that, probably more than the 510A.
Okay. So let's see how it handles this toll booth. Should just stay centered and go.
I did.
Yep, you did a good job there.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be impressed with what it's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, and the combination of mapping and vision, now it feels like it's going a little slow, kind of letting him in. That was kind of nice, It wasn't, it kind of left room for him. They could have changed lanes to get out of there, but it didn't do that.
You feel bad because it did
Because of what it did before. Now, both of those things happened at the same time, and it recognized it. Wants to get over one more, but there's a lot of traffic. Anything else to
No, no vegetables, only potatoes. And that's even better. Mine is food, steaks.
What kind of veggies do you think? We need what? Pork, I mean, steak, or you got steak? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely using the right side of the lane because there's trucks, see that? Reading or something like that. Had a weird phantom brake there. I don't know what that was for. About 6 miles an hour going underneath that overpass.
twice.
I don't think it's actually that.
I don't know. You can consider this black, you know, but anyway, it applied, except for the salt, it was right, it was 450 feet.
Yeah.
So you can figure it out, that's not, it's not really about it, right?
Yeah.
So these questions, I think it was, well, it was one of the terms, so it's this one.
Which area?
It's him. First time I think it's like Robert South.
About something around there. Do that.
You know what? Probably what the cameras.
Yeah.
It's that question.
Yep. Yeah, lane's seems to be a lot better. I mean, it's giving itself ample time, and it's decision making on how to get there. It needs to improve. Pilot blur, that's crazy. In on our face all this morning, completely an idiot himself again. Just, I put something on my team. I'll see the comment. Like, you were very restrained against him on. And I'm like, just asking questions about, you know, due diligence and doing this, and you know, who's better verifying the performance engineering in the app. I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, I think he waits out to ask more questions, but ultimately says something he realizes how little he's been paying attention. And no, it's an empty one. Who? Naomi? Oh, I don't know if she's on her.
I never spent over there, so I'm not sure.
She's there with the desk. You know, she's taking away the top stuff from Delphi, so she's going to turn over to him.
She's smarter, probably not starting to
Yeah, I get that sense.
doesn't move it, like, so that's why over. I'll check it out. And this is the thing that I don't understand how to manage it, but we just take $1 million this year on just a portion of the route that we have.
Yeah, it is. It's timing us a lot. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So that's only one flight for the rest of the year. So now we're going to have one somebody. So
These are the records.
Yeah. If they kind of said that they cannot approve the finding of it, what they will allow the records over the second scenarios like Washington and those things, because we're asking for 100,000 miles of it. And they say that they'll be not going to be 150, but they will allow us.
Yeah. All right. So
This construction.
disengage for construction merge. I think I wanted it to do it, but it was accelerating into a construction merge. So.
Yeah. So I will tell Tanya, and I send it to you. But I think that's also a safe provide for the data we have in Solstice and Access. Because there are two scenarios that we have. One is what is projected, that's 1.4. The question that we'll know because the data allows to do that for everybody. But to see the actual gain of it, we need to compare it to the previous year. So now we have to capture what is flown, reflown, that's from Solstice, what is planned, what is afterlife, versus what is done last year. So now we have real savings for that. Shouldn't that be doing that? No. That's why I was doing, at that time, I started doing our numbers, because those were the ones that were allowed. And I started pushing for the red bells, and then put the point in. You'll see if I push a lot, to change the way we play. So right now, all the talking about the KO and planning everything is doing, I have to become a lot. She's learning. We're really good at this. Good. She at least started sending the Ys, we have to. She starts putting numbers in money on it. So you can probably from Matt and the field team do this stretch, because that's how we do everything, that's how we yeah. All the time that you can. This will better, use your bells.
Yep. That's one out.
Yep. But now I can say that's it's new but it's going on. And not set it. That's it. Yeah. What the new ones that we are doing, they're going to this year. And you're showing next year. You can say there's potential right now. And it's what is forecasted. But next year, it's how much it's going to be. But we have to do it now in the first 2 months. Chance to give us. They will do everything, but we need to provide data. They want to ask about. So we don't think that we'll see each day and get the numbers, time, fuel, everything. So I think yeah. That's what I will kind of the data is in so it's now I have to remind me these from month to month. Yeah. Because I need to record the standard.
The manual click out.
And how to do everything from 5 times 15 to that sense, right? Just see it, see if it's staying happy.
Right.
Yeah, we just yeah. Yeah, very nice.
I'll spend a lot of time tableau today, saving a pretty primer. I building a tableau. Yeah, I need to building name. I could still take action. This morning, some exercise. But it definitely is a skill. You kind of run a few bases on, you know.
I don't use it. No, I don't use it about that. But
You gotta think with a database mindset, you know, filtering. You're very easily confused by what it's doing when you didn't understand what you told it to do versus what you need to do. You know?
oh, that name is John interest. And we have organized for how we see different one. How we got there's when you think we're missing the process. It's very good. You think things. I put some of them. I'm able to learn them.
Yep.
Before it happens, I can say this. Yep. But some of them you need to be him.
You're gonna go that way.
I know. Needs to be in the far left lane, or can it be in the middle?
In the middle.
It just realized it. Is it gonna do it? So it figured it out, but it made a bad decision initially.
So, what he needs, and that's why I went to his essence a little bit, because he thought that we have get new home, before FA, and explain him that those aren't ours, in FA, those are carriers being home. We can do, but without the process on, what are the priorities on, that's where that.
You don't want to go?
I'm not sure what happened there. Improper lane change in the intersection. I don't know. It's like it wanted to change lanes and wait on a hole instead of taking the intersection. I don't know, and this was the correct lane anyway. So
It's gonna go all the way to a fence.
we'll see.
I know. Smart move.
Go. Okay. There we go. Into the parking lot. Got us all the way here.
I don't know. Let's see.
What's it trying to do? Well, let's go right here. That's not right.
Oh, well.
Is that correct?
He can. Both ways. That's correct.
Okay.
And now we'll need to do that right.
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Oh gosh, okay.
You didn't know what to do.
Interacting with human traffic. It stopped, but it just stopped in a very awkward late spot. Lots of instruction. Whoa.
Yes, but
Is that your volt, or is it really low?
no, I think you have to put it up. Next much.
Engine mode.
Engine mode, okay.
Poor decision making. I don't know what to call it. Non-human-like braking.
Got scared. You went all the way to the medium.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was trying to judge whether or not
Give him the space.
he was going to run through out in front, right? So it was trying to be defensive, but its defensive nature is to stop in a intersection that's unsafe. So there was also a human on a bike that it might have thrown that into the equation of the variables it was calculating. I don't. Yep.
How exciting is going?
Yep. Probably see a little bit slow.
That's what I don't.
Four-way stop sign decision making.
I don't know.
I-
The logic that it had.
It had everything it needed, and it started the
Very good.
it started the decision at the right spot, but it didn't commit. Vehicle departing lane. I don't think I'm departing the lane. That's like a road, I guess, maybe. Won't give me. I'll see there, now back. Took off to see. But you see how narrow it thinks the road is, then. Yeah. Not good. It's turning up.
You should go less than that.
Because back over there.
No, because it was like in this road,
Yeah.
and police mornings, and they are chasing everybody. So it's not gonna be
Yeah. Okay, you just have something too. Right there.
like, what's me is
Yeah.
this side. You go 55.
Mm.
People speed up to 55, 60 in this road.
Yeah.
You don't stop where you can't express it.
Mm. Gonna go. Yeah.
My car got
It's
a
gonna
little bit
stop for the yield. Doesn't need to stop. You're-
funky in this roundabout.
Does it?
Yeah. See if yours does it. I don't know. Actually, you did it better than
Did it-
mine.
did it?
Yeah. Oh, let me know.